Okay. All right. So, here we are. Lighter weights today. So, if you have them, lighter weights, going for lighter weights, more reps, if you will. So, for reference, I typically use, I typically use like 12 to 15s. Today I have 8s with me, so just for reference. All right. I got a little nervous. Just a little bit more warm up. Let's bring those knees up. Last night when it started raining,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I know. I was wondering too.
Yeah.
Dried up nicely.
Seems like it. Yeah. There's a few little low-lying puddles. Alrighty, and then maybe kicking it out. One more each side. Alright, shaking it all out. Let's go ahead and grab one weight. Starting to feel warm already.
It feels humid more than
It is
temperature.
really humid. Yeah, for this time of year, seems like. It was like 84 degrees yesterday.
Crazy.
Crazy. All right, so goblet squat, and again, we're going light, so maybe more reps, yeah? All right, sitting back on those heels, ready, and here we go. I drove up to my mom's yesterday, and I had like, did you hear about that accident on 71?
Yeah.
From a couple days ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That was crazy. Have you seen the video?
No.
It's like he didn't even try to stop. I mean, I can't imagine how fast he must have been going
Yeah.
and plowed into the back end of them.
Was there some sort of debris still from
No,
it?
that's what surprised me. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Weight in my right hand. My left leg is going to be forward. Okay. We're going to come down and bicep curl up. All right. So here we go. So dipping down and curl. Focusing through that front leg. Now I actually was looking, I was like surprised that there wasn't some sort of like
Yeah.
still like char or, you know, car parts, but they had the highway closed down for like hours. So apparently they had enough time to clean it all up. Down and up. Perfect. Nice. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Switching sides. So I have the weight in my left hand. My right foot is forward. I'm up on that back toe. All right. Nice and tall chest and shoulders. Taking it down and curl. How's the piriformis?
It is what it is.
Still the same?
Well, it's probably slightly better than it had been before. He's been doing like a different kind of treatment,
Uh-huh.
which I don't understand this still, but I was having pain in the front of my hips too, like probably postural stuff.
Yeah.
So that's been reduced drastically, which
Here's
is
5, 4, 3, 2. All right. from here, squat, press. All right, but we're doing one arm at a time. So, whichever arm you would like to do first, here we go. Squatting it down and press. And then you can just keep it in that arm. Squat, press.
I'm just coming to terms with this is how it is.
It's like 2026.
Make pain go away.
Yeah, exactly. Other than pain pills
Yeah.
Yeah.
and muscle relaxants, right?
Yeah, I haven't done muscle relaxants and I really haven't done this.
That's good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't know. I just feel like that's just masking it.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, I don't know that it really takes it away.
no.
So much of that pain medication has horrible side effects.
Oh, God, yeah.
Addiction.
Same thing, other side. Here we go. Sit and press. Absolutely. Nice. Sit and push. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. From here, side squat. So just hanging on here. We're going to step it out and back, out and back. Ready? And here we go. Sit.
So the pottery session started up again last night.
Oh my gosh, did you have to get on like...
Oh, I did. The actual class started, not
Oh,
the sign up.
okay. I see. I know the sign up is like,
yeah,
you know,
it's stupid.
so
Um,
crazy.
But there was a new person there, and he actually is really good. But
Competition.
Disappointingly.
I know, disappointing. But throughout the night, you know, I heard this kind of like a tundra glowing sound or something.
Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Alrighty. From here, 2 weights. Straight leg deadlift with the calf raise. So coming over and then up on those toes if you can. Here we go.
He had a blowtorch
Cheater.
to dry his stuff
Cheater.
so that he could do it all, like, because normally you make your piece, it has
Right.
to dry, then you trim it, then it gets fired.
Right.
And that happens over 2 nights. Like,
Sure.
you make it 1 week and then you trim it the next week. Well, with the blowtorch, you can trim it the same day that you make it. But
Cheater. Nobody Nobody likes to try hard. Sorry.
no, most people are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna look into getting a blowtorch.
Oh my God, stop it. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Why would, I don't know.
From a fire department, fire safety point of view, that sounds like it's sort of the end. Burn the school.
Back to 1 weight, single arm row. So whichever side you'd like to do first. Here we go. Pull. Pull.
Well, then someone was commenting, oh look, they have some here. There was 1 or 2 in the classroom.
Oh my God.
But-
You know the instructor's like, what the fuck?
I know.
Now I'm gonna have to get blowtorches in here.
Well,
I feel like that's a safety hazard.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure everybody should have a
It's
blowtorch.
different when it's the teacher and
Right.
it's his classroom. But
Well, but I mean, I'm surprised, like, a liability for them.
yeah.
You know, I mean, if a fire starts, here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Come up for a sec. We're switching sides.
So the person who's the teacher right now is
Yeah.
not really a teacher.
Oh.
She's a former student.
So when the sub's there, you can get away with it. All right, other side. Here we go. Big pull.
The guy who had been teaching it didn't want to do it anymore. But there are a lot of us who already know how to do pottery.
I see.
So she's sort of just like the point of contact to get the room together and
Oh,
make sure
okay.
it's cleaned up for the high school teacher at the end of the night.
So they have that at the high school?
Yeah,
That's pretty wild.
they didn't build the facilities at the community center.
Oh,
Which is fun.
all that money and not at the Rex. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, coming on down on the mat.
It is pretty specialized though, so from a cost perspective
Well, from a plumbing point of view.
Yeah.
and ventilation and extra power and cleaning.
Alrighty, from here, one weight or two, I'll leave that up to you. Skull crushers, you can keep feet on the floor or at a V. Alright, entirely up to you. Ready? And here we go. So, taking it back, push away. Bend at the elbow, push it away. Perfect. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Alrighty, we are coming up to a seated position. Just one weight, leaning back, and a little twist here. Alright, so nice and tall, chest and shoulders ready, and here we go. Side to side. I think it's the sycamores
Oh,
that are here.
yeah.
Because I think, aren't those? I don't know. Something's trying to kill me though.
And there is fluff everywhere.
Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. We are coming back up. So we are repeating those moves, but with a little twist to each move, if you will. So, starting with one weight. So instead of the goblet squat, we will be doing a pulsing squat. So we're just going to come down and just pulse here. Alrighty? So, ready? Here we go. Take it down and pulse. 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 Focus through those heels. You got it. Nice. Focus through those heels. Big pulse.
Lenny Kravitz is going to be in Columbus.
When?
I
Here's
don't know
5,
yet.
4, 3, 2. Coming up. How did?
I saw it on
right hand, left foot in front of the right. Now we went down and up. This time we're just gonna hold and work that bicep curl. All right, ready? Here we go. Big curl.
I have to get on top of figuring out how to do this.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't actually think he was coming to Columbus.
I didn't think
based
so
on my
either.
Preliminary.
I didn't think that,
But yesterday I just saw a concert announcement and it said Columbus.
Really?
So
it's fake news. I'm a doctor. That one threw me over the edge. Did you hear that? See
No.
that? The picture that he posted of himself.
Oh gosh, yes. yes.
oh yeah, I'm a doctor.
5,
That's
4, 3, 2. All right, switching sides. So weight in my left hand. I've got my right foot in front of my left. Again, we're gonna just hold and work that bicep curl.
it's so exhausting.
Hit beyond. Here we go. I mean, and who hates the Pope? I mean, I'm not even a religious person at all. And I mean, how do you hate the Pope?
Yeah.
Well, and the double and triple down on it. J.D. Vance has made several statements about, how the Pope needs to stay out of, discussing
Right.
ethical issues or something stupid like that. And people are commenting like J.D. Vance, I think we can stay away from church now. He found the Catholic Church in his adulthood. It's like, yeah, it's just turned you aside.
Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. From here, one weight. It's a squat press, but we're going to squat and then press it up and over. Alrighty. Ready? And here we go. Sit.
The amount of money they are making off of their dad's position and their position,
Yeah.
his sons,
Oh,
like they're investing in some drone company that's gonna help with war, like be used in wartime stuff.
yeah.
I thought it was interesting when Iran was saying, we're going to be primarily targeting these businesses
Yeah.
and blowing up their business. Just understanding it's all about the money for the
Yep.
U.S.
Here's 5,
For
4, 3,
Yeah. Well,
2. Alrighty.
and most of the people who are in power now, beyond just him, but he's attracted like-minded people.
Oh, yeah. Legs a little wider than your hips, okay? We are coming over, over. Yeah? All right, here we go. Over, over.
So I was talking to my aunt the other night up in Canada. They still have snow and they're expecting more flurries next. I think it was this week. Yeah.
Nope.
She's like, oh, it'll be okay. It's not gonna stick.
I don't care.
Okay, we're
Here's 5,
gardening.
4, 3, 2. No. No, no, no.
Yeah, that was
Alrighty, so deadlift, okay, one weight. We're gonna alternate arms. Alright, so ready? Here we go. Taking it over and switch.
Yesterday I spent half a day in the yard just
I know.
weeding. It was nice
It is.
not to be buried in snow.
Ugh. I
or to
can't.
be working.
Ah!
Beforehand.
Ouch.
I did get a weird phone call from someone with an Indian accent asking about, commenting about my job experience or whether I had any certifications.
3, 2. Interesting.
So
I was wondering if you would start getting recruiters reaching out to you.
I'm sort of wondering now if it was a scam where they're trying to sign you up for some training classes.
Yeah.
And sort of like, oh, you need these certifications. No,
Alrighty, so from here, I have the weight in my right hand. I have left foot in front of right. I'm going to come here and work that row. Ready? Here we go. Big pull. Again, with that lighter weight, maybe see if you can get a few more reps in there. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, coming up, switching sides. So weight in your left hand. Right foot in front of left, coming right here, and here we go. Big pull. Nice, you got it. Big pull. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, we are coming down on the mat. So we have those skull crushers. So again, skull crushers. Now again, you can keep feet on the floor or take those feet off the floor and alternate a leg lower as you do that skull crusher. If you have feet on the floor, you could also just lift one leg and then the other. Ready? Here we go. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. From here, coming up to a seated position, we're going to try that twist, but adding a knee. So, knee up, knee up. All right, ready? Here we go. Now, if you don't like the knee up, you don't have to do it. You can just do the seated twist. Perfect. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Alrighty. We're coming back up. Maybe grabbing some water. Alrighty. So, once again, back at the beginning, a little twist to to the move, so same yet different. So back to a squat, but it's a counterbalance squat with that weight sitting down and up. All right. Your weight's too heavy, you can just do that with your hands. Ready? And here we go. Sitting back. Nice.
There are a lot of people out this morning.
Yeah. There are. I tell you, traffic in Columbus is just nuts. I mean, it's not, I guess maybe not compared to a lot of other big cities,
Right.
but there's like no, like, it's interesting to me. I feel like there's no rush hour anymore.
Yeah. It's,
You know what I mean? Like, it used to be like not that many people on the roads until like
Yeah.
5. But it's not like that
yeah,
anymore.
it's not.
Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so weight in my right hand. Left leg is going to be lunging. So reverse lunge with the curl. Ready? Here we go. Nice.
Well, it's probably partly left over from COVID stuff where people started
Right.
working from home.
Yeah. But like yesterday, I was coming back. I mean, I left late, but I was like 5:30. It was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit like that 270, and it's just nuts.
I was gonna say 270. You're
Here's
coming home
5,
from work, but then I'm like,
4,
are you right?
3, 2. Switching sides. Same thing, other side. Oh no, my drive home. Even though sometimes the drive home, even from there, is crazy. But I think it's because the hospital lets
Yeah.
out. Same thing. All right, same thing, other side. So I've got left arm and right leg moving here.
It'll be interesting to see if they do go through with instituting the draft again,
Uh,
how much people will push back because the war is so unpopular.
I feel
already.
like there will be a lot of pushback.
I hope there is.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't understand.
Why
aside
we're
from
there?
Money. Why are we there? Like,
You tell
what-
me. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. It is a nice distraction from everything else, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, from here, pushing out, pushing up. All right, one weight. Ready, and here we go. Out, up.
And yeah, the whole Melania press conference
She's a
thing.
psycho. What in the world? Fuck her. There's so many pictures of you,
Yeah.
literally with him,
Yeah.
but you didn't know him at all.
I saw one report. There was a picture of her and him with Epstein and Epstein's house,
Yes,
Yeah.
but she didn't know.
and he cropped out Giselle Maxwell from the picture.
I'm sure he did.
I hate to say it, but Jimmy Kimmel's pretty much my main source of news right now.
Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, you can't either trust or stand to listen to the rest of it. So,
Yeah.
quite frankly, I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Alrighty. From here, alrighty, we are going to take it over and press, and then over and press. Alright, so side to side. Ready? And here we go. Over, press, switch arms, over, press.
And why was Lindsey Graham at Disney World by himself?
Because he can.
He probably thought it was a Kmart. But you can't find the frozen goods.
I hope he loses. speculating that there's going to be pressure pretty soon this year.
Yeah. Why? Because he's old and crazy. Here's 5,
Just what the world needs,
4,
another old crazy
3,
white guy.
2. Exactly. Exactly. Alrighty. So from here, back to 2 weights. So straight leg deadlift, and then we're going to add a squat this time. All right, here we go. So over and sit. I really think one of the main things, I feel like, I hate to say this, that we need to have some sort of age limit,
Yeah.
you know? I mean,
And real checks and balances that no one party can override.
yeah.
GOP has taught us, you can't trust these individuals.
Yep. I trust no one.
Well, the Supreme Court, a number of them have to be charged, imprisoned, and taken
Oh
out.
God, yeah.
Clarence Thomas seems to be
I can't. Oh, don't eat that. That makes me crazy.
so much wrong.
Yes. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. From here, bent over row. We're gonna come here, okay, and side to side. All right. So again, engage that core. Bent over. Here we go. So right, left, right, left. Awesome job. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. From here, we are hitting the floor. Alrighty. All right. So, on our backs, we have those skull crushers. Okay. Now, last time we had feet off the floor, and we alternated that leg lift from here, maybe bending those knees, all right, taking it out and in. Now, a couple of options. You can alternate legs, okay, or feet on the floor, and again, lift legs here, all right? You choose where you'd like to work. Here we go. Bend at the elbow, push it away. Nice. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Alrighty. Coming up, well, not necessarily. We are going to still work with one weight, okay? We're going to take it back. We're going to come up, twist, twist, and then back down. So when you come up, you're not coming all the way up here, yeah? All right. So again, you can go with just a full sit-up if you'd like, or a basic crunch. Ready? Here we go. So again, taking it up, down, coming up, twist, twist. And then down, up. Again, watch your back. right. Nice. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Set that weight to the side. We're going to stay here, but we're going to flip over. So, flipping over. On all fours, just a little core work before we stretch things out. So from here, right leg, left arm, and reach. And then from here, put that knee down, take that arm, and slide it through. And then carefully unravel back to that tabletop and switch sides. First, extend those limbs. And then carefully place that knee down. Take that hand, slide it through that space, maybe get that shoulder to the mat. And then unwind back to center. Inhale, looking up, nice flat back. Exhale, chin to chest. And then inhale, looking up. One more time, exhale, chin to chest, round up that spine. And then go ahead and flatten out that back. Take those hands a little forward from your shoulders. Tuck those toes. Lift those knees, downward facing dog. So hips lift up, palms press down. Heels work toward the floor. And then from here, nice and easy, walk those hands to your toes. And unroll. All the way back up to standing. From here, grab a hold of something if you need, taking one leg straight back behind. And take it down and switch. Let it go. Shake it out. From here, big inhale, big reach, great big stretch. Reaching all the way out, over and down. Relax your head and neck down. Carefully unroll back up to standing. One more time, big inhale, big reach, great big stretch. And let it go. Excellent job, guys. Thanks for joining me.